If you're waiting for fear to disappear before you move, you'll wait your whole life. God's greatest blessings, his most incredible breakthroughs, often sit on the other side of one single, obedient risk. Welcome back to Strive for Excellence, where we learn to live with faith, grow into our purpose, and build a kingdom mindset. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful principles of a successful God-honoring life: faith over fear, and why taking risks is actually a core part of God's plan for you. Let's get one thing straight from the start. Faith and comfort never coexist. They are like oil and water. Every single time God called someone to do something great in the Bible, it involved leaving their comfort zone and stepping into a world of risk. Think about it. Abraham was called to leave his home, his family, his entire world without a map, just a promise. Moses, a man who stuttered, was told to go stand before the most powerful ruler on earth, Pharaoh, with nothing but a wooden staff in his hand. And Peter was invited to step out of a perfectly good boat and into the middle of a raging storm. The Bible tells us in 2 Coríntios 5, "Sete, for we walk by faith, not by sight." This isn't just a nice quote. It's a command for living. The moment you decide to take a step toward your God-given calling, fear will rise up like a giant and try to block your path. It will whisper lies about your inadequacy. It will scream about all the things that could go wrong. But your obedience, that simple choice to trust God's voice over the noise of fear, is what transforms uncertainty into an undeniable breakthrough. True faith isn't about feeling brave. It's about moving forward even when you're scared. Let us really zoom in on that story of Peter in Matthew. Chapter 14. It's one of the most vivid pictures of faith in action. The disciples are in a boat, caught in a violent storm, and suddenly they see Jesus walking on the water toward them. They're terrified, thinking he's a ghost. But Jesus calls out, "Take courage. It is I, don't be afraid." And this is where Peter does something extraordinary. He doesn't just feel relieved, he feels inspired. He says, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." And what does Jesus say? He gives a one-word invitation that changes everything. Come. So Peter gets down out of the boat, and for a moment, the impossible happens. He walks on water, moving toward Jesus. But then, the scripture says, in Matthew 14:30, when he saw the wind, he was afraid and, beginning to sink, cried out, "Lord, save me." What's the lesson here? It wasn't the wind or the waves that made him sink. It was his focus. Fear doesn't sink you. Your focus does. The moment Peter took his eyes off Jesus and put them on the circumstance of the howling wind, the towering wave sphere took over and he began to go down. But when your faith stays fixed on the one who called you, miracles happen. The storm is just a distraction. Jesus is the destination. This brings us to a critical point. Faith is obedience without full understanding. If you wait until you have all the answers, until you can see the entire path from beginning to end, you will never move. That's not faith. That's logic. And God operates in a realm far beyond our human logic. Hebrews 11:8 says, "By faith Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went." Even though he did not know where he was going. He didn't have a Google Maps link. He didn't have a 5-year plan. He had a promise from God, and that was enough. The great Dr. Miles Monroe once said, "The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but life without a purpose. Playing it safe, staying in the harbor where you feel secure, is the surest way to live a life without purpose. It keeps you stuck." But obedience, even when it feels risky and illogical, is what unlocks divine opportunities you could never orchestrate on your own. It's time to stop asking, "But God, what if I fail?" and start asking, "But God, what if it works? What if you are with me?" And this is the start of something amazing. This is how your world begins to expand. Fear shrinks your life down to what is humanly possible. It puts a ceiling on your potential and walls around your dreams. But faith through active, obedient faith expands your life into what is divinely possible. It shatters the ceiling and tears down the walls. Remember what God told Joshua right before he was about to lead the Israelites into the promised land, facing giants and fortified cities? He said in Joshua 1-9, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." This is your promise. When fear whispers, "What if I fall?" your faith must shout back, "But what if I fly?" Our culture honors safety, predictability, and comfort, but God honors and rewards bold, courageous obedience. You don't need to wait for the perfect timing, the perfect conditions, or the perfect plan. You just need perfect trust in a perfect God who is with you. So here's your challenge for this week. It's time to put this into action! I want you to take one tangible step of faith. Maybe it's finally making that call you've been putting off. Maybe it's starting the business plan you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's praying a bold prayer you were afraid to voice. Or choosing to forgive someone who doesn't deserve it. Whatever it is, do it this week. Hebrews 11:6 reminds us, "And without faith it is impossible to please God." Don't wait for the storm to calm down. Following Jesus means stepping out of the boat and meeting him right in the middle of it. That's where the miracle is. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is the one step of faith you are going to take this week? Let's encourage one another. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a like. And be sure to subscribe to Strive for Excellence so you don't miss out on more content to help you grow. And finally, share this with someone you know who is letting fear delay their destiny. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's choosing to act on your faith despite it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.